again, just like my reviews from other sitcoms, it's actually kind of good to actually do a YouTuber tribute after for so long. It's been since September since I did a YouTube tribute, and it's actually a breath of fresh air to actually talk about someone else's content in the meantime for my video schedule. So anyway, let's go talk about Cinemassacre, or in this case, the Angry Video Game Nerd, which was the original title of this YouTuber channel, but was changed into Cinemassacre years ago. So, other than the videos that I've actually watched involving James Wolfe, I really think that Cinemassacre is still basically still at its prime for what they have at the moment. And what I mean by that is the fact that other than the AVGN episodes, which I'll get to later, we completely see that there's so many different kinds of videos for different other people to upload in order to express what they feel about each movie or video game of the topic of the video. And I gotta say, this is the type of stuff that actually make you appreciate of what James Wolfe and the other people at Cinemassacre.com can do. If you really actually see, if you haven't been a subscriber to Cinemassacre.com, even though that Cinemassacre, then you probably can tell that they pretty much have a experience with other media, especially when it comes to video games and movies. James Wolfe has so many priorities in his mind at the moment that he is still active, but at the same time he's just trying his best to stay active. If you really actually look at the later episodes from AVGN, they aren't like what they aren't like what the earlier episodes were like. And that's mainly the fact that the video games that he looks at are basically the ones that he hasn't talked about yet, or the ones that he gets highly requested over. Sometimes he talks about games that are considered good, like the Majora's Max video, where he completely discussed the issues that he has with Majora's Max, despite the fact that it's still a good game. And unlike the Nostalgia Critic, the AVGN episodes are being released once in a while, which has been happening since the 2010s decade, which I have to actually give AVGN some props, because while putting focus on other projects, he takes his time with the AVGN episodes less frequently compared to what he usually does in the earlier years. In some of his videos, he completely addresses the fact that he wants to do other projects, but in the years of 2006 and other years, they were mainly involving the AVGN. So, you really should probably expect the fact that the episodes that AVGN has done throughout these years are just basically a work in progress. I can tell that even though if I don't watch all the episodes, I can still say that he does a great perspective of what game that I consider one of the worst. Because, believe me, the knockoffs or whip-offs from the Angry Video Game Mode just tries way too hard to be like him because of how popular AVGN was during the 2000s decade. And the more I actually look at the older videos now compared to right now, compared to the past, yeah, a lot has changed so much. And as for people like the Iowa Gamer that are still active to this time, I think it really goes to show that the internet would honestly be really bizarre and also unpredictable for one of the oddest ways. To think that AVGN did somewhat of a crossover with the Iowa Gamer in his Dick Tracy review is honestly shows that that these type of people can actually still get along with each other, even though that the other person is ripping off or plagiarizing the other person. But anyway, let's get back to AVGN. The reviews that he does really makes you appreciate the time and dedication that he does. If you want more proof, watch his Rob the Robot review, or watch the episode where he was making the AVGN episode. Believe me, this really sums up everything. Even though that this was from 2011, it still goes to show how much he really improved over these last 10 years. And if there's one thing that I can actually give Cinemassacre some credit, is the fact that they really know how to actually make these videos really entertaining by trying to make the videos its own thing. Yeah, it is impossible to actually think that AVGN videos from the past are mostly old school compared to today's standards, but believe me, it's always impressive to actually see of how far this channel's come, since that there was more people working on it compared to just James Wolf and one of his friends working on some of the episodes. And what I mean is that in the Bugs Bunny episode, in his Bugs Bunny's reviews involving Crazy Castle and Birthday Blowout, we get to see James Wolf's friends completely working out the sceneries of the nerds completely taking down the Bugs Bunny person in a Bugs Bunny costume, and Bugs Bunny completely fights off AVGN in Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle video. Seriously, they really made each video impressive with each style, and even though that they don't usually do these types of sequences that much compared to the amount of space that James Wolf has in his basement that he's still using to this day, since seriously, he's been using the same basement since Batman, since it was revealed in Batman, well, it was uploaded in 2008, seriously. It's been almost 13 years since he used that basement. I really think that they really had to actually move on and not do the same skits over and over again, otherwise it would get really repetitive after a while. Really goes to show that AVGN is just basically the opposite of Dog Woggle, since, yeah, they changed the channel movement. Jeez. So, I really got nothing else to say. I mean, there was so many different kinds of videos. The Monday videos where they completely play a video game and what they actually enjoy. And there's the, you know what's BS, where they completely talked about what's terrible in life and that is considered BS. And, of course, the AVGN videos, which are still going to this day. I really recommend that you completely watch these videos, even if you're a really retro gamer, that is. We all know that AVGN is looking into retro games, and when it comes to looking at present games, it's always a once in a while thing that he does when it comes to his schedule of reviewing video games. So, all in all, give AVGN a chance if you haven't subscribed to him. Granted, he isn't like the way he was in the past, but then again, he's just trying to be relevant compared to the Nostalgia Critic. And as for Cinemassacre, if some of you guys are watching it, I really hope that you take this YouTuber tribute or really something from a gift from one of your subscribers. I'm Lonely Fanboy 40 here, and I'll see you guys next time.